Let's look at angles in parallel lines. Before we look at those rules, let's have a look at some basic angle rules we need to know. First of all, angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. Angles around a point add up to 360. Vertically opposite angles are equal. Angles in a triangle add up to 180. And angles in a quadrilateral four-sided shape add up to 360. Now for the rules about angles in parallel lines. And again, we need to know these off by heart. First one, corresponding angles are equal. Now you can identify corresponding angles by looking for a T shape or an F shape, depending on how it's oriented. Next, alternate angles are equal. For this one, you can look for a Z shape or an N shape. And the last one, co-interior angles add up to 180 degrees. For this one, you can look for a C shape. So as an example, if this angle was 40 degrees, then this angle here would also be 40. Similarly, if that was 60, then that would also be 60. But then if this one was 60, the top one would be 120 because they have to add up to 180. Now that we've seen the rules, let's have a look at an example. So AB and CD are parallel. Angle HIK is 85 degrees. So that will be this one being 85 degrees. Angle BFH is 32, this one up here. They want us to find the size of angle FEG. So I'm just going to label that one here as X. That's what we want to find. So now we can have a look and see what other angles we can find. For example, I can see that this one here would also be 32 degrees, and that's because vertically opposite angles are equal. I can see this one here would have to be 95 degrees. That's because angles on a straight line add up to 180. Now I can also see a T shape on its side, which means we have corresponding angles, and that one would also be 95. We can write corresponding angles are equal. Finally, now we have a triangle, so we know that all the angles in there must add up to 180, which means we can work out X. X would be 180, take away 32, take away 95. And that works out to be 53 degrees for the final answer. Once again, that's because angles in a triangle add up to 180. That's it for now. If you found this video useful, please do remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And do share this with anyone else you think might find it helpful. Thanks, and see you next time.